What's up, guys? Hey, before we get started, I would really appreciate it if you like this type of content. You know, if you feel like I deserve it, please give me a sub. I definitely appreciate that. Hello, everyone. This is Revival GT. I am going to be doing a gun review for you today. CZ has just released the new P09C Nocturne, and I'm a big fan of that series of pistols, so I got one. And I was one of the first people to get one, so I'm really happy about that. So I've already made a few modifications to it, but I'm going to tell you kind of how it was before and after all the modifications, and show you everything that it comes with and all that good stuff. So these do come with a decocker already installed, so if you like decockers, you won't have to do anything. It does come with a safety that's relatively easy to put in. There is a spring in there that can be a pain in the butt, but yeah, go ahead and do that for YouTube. Let's see. So in the box, you get your safety. There is a snap cap that I have already lost, but it does come with a black plastic snap cap with a little hole in the back to put these inserts. You get a cleaning rod, thing for your patches, and you have two back straps here. You can use those to make it fit your hand better. I have medium-sized hands. This is a large back strap. That's what feels best for me. So yeah. Next is, it does come with two magazines, comes with a gun lock, and it does come with a nice manual, and then obviously the case. So as far as actually shooting this thing, I will show you a little bit of that. Butter. So I'm going to show you some of the differences between the new and the old. So this is the first gen P07 that came out, I think, like 2014-ish. So the old one did not have any grip up here. It's underneath this Talon grip here. Also, the grip in general just wasn't great. So obviously that's why I put the Talon grip on it, but it still fits well in the hand. It's just that grippiness, it just wasn't, it wasn't there. But obviously there's aftermarket, things for that, as you can see here. The new one has a much better grip than the old ones. That's the first gen. I had the second gen. I actually traded in a second gen on this one. So, it didn't have anything up here either. So if you're looking for the P07, the one that you're going to get nowadays, it's not going to have this up here either. This feels kind of like it's not like sandpaper or anything. It's kind of Smith & Wesson-y if you're familiar with those. But it does feel really good, and there's some positive. It's definitely some positive grip action going on there. So that feels really nice. I like the adjustability of having the back straps. You can kind of adjust it to your hand. So the slides are also very different. So the first gen, you'll notice there's no ribs milled into the front of the slide. Now the second gen has them just on the sides, but not the top. The new one has them on the sides, the top, and pretty much all the way around. These are also more aggressive than the second gen ones were too, which I really like. I tend to do my press checks, with my hand over the front end, and so like it's almost impossible to do on this because it's so slick. But this makes it a lot easier. Trigger pull stock is not great, and it's not really great on any P07. So the internals for the trigger and everything on this are the exact same as what comes in this. The P07 triggers now, they don't come with this. They come with like a little, it's almost like it comes out, down, and then back out, right? It's not a flat trigger, but it's definitely not curved like this. But I'm just gonna show you the double action pull here. It's kind of hard. I mean, it's like 8-9 pounds, right? I mean, you can do it, and it is a little bit like there's some jumps in there, right? Single action is much better, but you see there is a lot of creep before you get to that wall. So that's what you're going to see out of the regular P07 or the regular P09C if you do get one new. Let me show you the reset on that as well. So kind of a long reset on it. Personally, I don't mind it. I mean, I think I still like it, and after practicing with it, I've figured it out and I can shoot very well with this pistol. But I did go ahead and throw in the Cajun Gun Works short reset kit on this. So I'm going to show you on here kind of what that looks like. So it is a little bit shorter. I need to adjust the screw on here. This is the Cajun Gun Works old style trigger with a set screw in it as well. My set screw backed out a little bit, so I got to adjust it. Now, obviously, the biggest difference is these do come cut from the factory for a red dot. These are for the Holosun K pattern or the Shield RMSC pattern. There's a ton of red dots out there that will fit this. So this is an EPS carry by Holosun. I've actually got the full size EPS on the way because I feel like this is a little bit small for this. You can see your co-witness. I actually haven't zeroed this red dot, so it's going to look off a little bit, but that'll give you an idea of what that looks like. Oh, by the way, this is a combination of some M Carbo parts that I had in my second gen that I traded in. I had their spring kit in here, and I did carry over some of that into this. I think the sear spring and just a couple of other things, but everything else is the Cajun Gun Works, and it all does work together very well. Shooting this for the first time, I had one malfunction out of 300 rounds, and it was a failure to feed. So basically, it got to the point where, you know, it loaded it back up and it stopped right about there. All it took was a little tap on the back, and it was ready to rock. But that was the only. Obviously, it's getting broken in too, so you know, I'm going to chalk it up to that for now. But you know, I've had that issue with my other ones as well during the break-in period. And after that, they've always been butter. A very big difference that I did notice between the two, aside from the grip, is the controls I feel like are easier to work with on the P09C. As you can see, here's the difference between the two. Obviously, they look different, right? The slide release was the big one for me. The decocker, it's a decocker. You can get to it with your thumb on either one just fine. But the slide release was much easier on this. When doing a reload on here, I don't know what it is. I think it's because this does stick out a little bit more on the top than the old one. I don't know if you can really tell, but it definitely sticks out more, so it gives you a little bit more real estate to go ahead and to find that thing and then, you know, get going again. By the way, these do work with the old P07 holsters. I did chop the end of this off just because I do have a compensator here, and this was a closed-ended holster, so now this can slide in there. But they do fit. You know, you can fit either one in there, no problem. Matter of fact, I can just show you. So there you go. That's old P07. And there is. There we go. So there is the P09C Nocturne. So obviously they fit the very same holster, so you won't have to get something special for this. I am going to be showing a comparison between a comped P09C, P07, and a non-comped. So if you want to see that, check that video out. I will be doing like a little review of this as well as a part of that. But if you guys have any questions about anything on the pistol, how it works, if I missed anything, feel free to let me know. Obviously, I've got two of them here, so I can do a good comparison for you guys. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to let me know. Obviously, I have the old one and the new one here, so I can give you guys, you know, some answers on that. But thanks, and I hope you have a great day.